What's happening? Of course, you know it's your folk Beehive Radio shout in. Stepping in the building, I got my Texas fam off in this thing. Bobo Luchiano, what's good with it, boss?
Already. What's up, Beehive?
Man, feeling good, feeling great now. Bobo, I know you was in town for this verses as well, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. 20 years, 30 years later, this music still being at the top of the charts going crazy, man. Everybody in the city, that was the hottest ticket in the city in Atlanta last night.
It was.
Everybody was trying to figure out how the hell to get in that damn building. And a lot of folks wasn't even able to get in that thing.
No, I think it was kind of exclusive.
It was
type
definitely
thing.
exclusive. That was the most exclusive thing I done seen about. I don't even know how you pulled that kind of exclusivity off in Atlanta
That quick.
You see what I'm saying?
It was a sight.
For you being in there, man, and then seeing folks paying reverence and homage to that music, how did it make you feel?
You know, that pride.
Yeah.
That pride, bro. Because you go back in your mind.
Yeah.
You start thinking about when you were making the song.
That's right.
What we were doing, how we were living.
Come on.
Before the big fame.
Yeah.
From them boys. Just proud. I was just so excited for Bun, man.
Exactly.
And was the spirit of Pimp not in the building?
I mean, that spirit was all up through there, man.
Man, I felt Pimp last night.
Come on
man.
now.
Ooh. Ooh. And Kristen, I was looking for you, baby.
Yeah.
I was looking for her, man. When
Yeah.
she jumped up on that stage.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Kristen since she was a baby, man.
That's
I remember since the
crazy.
funeral. Really,
My God.
since the funeral. And my boy DJ Beto, he's been in touch with her, and he knows I'm concerned about her.
Exactly.
So I just want to make sure she's taken care of. I'm big on females. 'Cause
That's right.
I came up in a household with 3 sisters.
I got 3 daughters myself.
I got 4.
Okay, then.
Checkmate.
Come on.
I got 4 daughters, man.
Yeah.
So no boys. So I'm always trying to fight for women, especially my black sister.
That's
so
right.
We got to, man. So
Come on.
That's how I feel.
I mean, take me to day one, though, Bobo. You and this music.
Yeah.
When did you fall in love?
When I fell in love with music?
Yeah.
70. You want me to tell my age? I can't say like everybody else. Rappers Delight grabbed me.
Yeah.
Then Curtis Blow came, and then I guess the main thing that really got me was when Grandmaster Flash. Don't push me, cause I'm close to. Man, when that came out,
I'm with you.
I was like, oh my.
Yeah.
And so I always had. I was always the kid with the listening, because now I didn't have any male cousins in my city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just all girl cousins. I just came up around a bunch of women, man.
Exactly.
So I was always a loner, listening to my music and hanging around the kids in the neighborhood. But yeah, around 70, 79, 80.
At what point did you find yourself linking up with UGK in this thing?
That had to be not too far from the beginning of their stardom. I say around 92, 93. In the 92, beginning 93.
What were they on at that time? And I mean, how did y'all make that connection?
Of course, Texas, they were in and out of Dallas a lot. They shot the first, I think, Tell Me Something Good video in Dallas. They did a couple shows in Dallas. I went to go see them perform this is before I met them.
Yeah.
I went to go see them perform. We had this big water park, and they performed with Yo-Yo, Spice. It was just a huge concert.
Yeah.
And I watched the mannerisms of them. And then my brother, my DJ Snake, they had a club over in the hood. It was straight ratchet club called Genesis.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember Club Genesis, but they came to Club Genesis. And I stood by the DJ booth behind them watching their show.
Yeah.
And the back and forth was so close to Run DMC, and the clarity of their voices sounded just like the record.
Yeah.
And so, but to fast forward, I was involved with a rap out of Dallas, Run C, Trendsetter.
Yeah.
And I was his hype man. And I went on tour. We went on tour, the Shorty the Pimp tour, with Too Short.
Yeah.
It was the headliners was Too Short, of course, Spice One, and then Run C.
Okay.
We did Atlanta, we did Little Rock, we did Pine Bluff, we did Houston. We had about 5 or 6 dates on that show, and they came in on the Lafayette end of the show.
Yeah,
we was at the Cajun Dome, and Pimp came in. Being Pimp, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, I had befriended Bun first. You
Yeah.
know how Bun is, real
Exactly.
politically correct. You know, he's more open to that.
Diplomatic.
You know? Diplomatic. That's
Yeah.
a great word for
Yeah.
it. And, you know, I met Bun, and he was, you know, politicking. You know,
Yeah.
hey, we getting ready to come to Dallas. We getting ready. We just signed with Jive. We're finishing up a certain project, but they were about to start recording Super Tight.
Yeah.
Can you come through the studio? Oh, yeah. And so that's what it was. I just came to the studio with them and smoked them out every day. You know what I'm saying? Blew their brains back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace. That boy showed me how to roll blunts. I still roll blunts. People laugh at me how I roll blunts on the thing. I learned that from Bushwick Bill in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was just in a nutshell, you know, and we just befriended each other. Me and Pimp just gravitated towards each other.
Can you speak on your friendship with Pimp C, man? I mean, what kind of person was the Pimp? And then also for you to be at that Versus last night with him not being there, how did that impact you, man?
It was tough. Our friendship, I mean, the way Pimp is, you know, everybody always tells you is the difference between the Pimp and Chad Butler.
Yeah.
Chad Butler's, you know, he's just he's just a regular guy. You know what I mean? You know, he's a family man.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Shannara. You know what I'm saying? He's a family man. He loved his mom.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace to Mama West.
Facts.
Tough, you know, not being able to see her or hear her voice anymore. But yeah, he was a regular cat.
Yeah.
Bun as well.
Exactly.
I can tell y'all some stories. I don't want to embarrass Bun, but from back when we first started, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, these guys are some real humble cats.
Yeah.
And it's a switch from, okay, we're going to leave Port Arthur.
Yeah.
We got to go to Dallas. Let's say we go to Dallas or we go to Atlanta. We got, boom, Pimp C come on. And it's a big difference, you know. But I think that character in him was always there. But you know, when you first met Pimp in the beginning, you know, he, you know, the glasses, he would look real nerdy looking. You know, one of my partners said, "Man, who are these cats?" I brought him to my hood.
Yeah.
This ain't UGK. I said, yeah. Shout out Shorty 40. Yeah. I'm telling you, you know. So that look got a little bit more edgy as the years went on. But in the very beginning, he was just a regular old cat. And to be in that Versus last night leading up to it, you know, just seeing the comments, everybody was feeling, you know, well, it ain't gonna be right without Chad, it ain't gonna be right without the Pimp. And but Bun, he held his own. And I like the way he constructed it as far as putting those Pimp C verses. Yeah. And it was, oh God.
Yeah.
Sipping on some scissor bun. Sipping on some scissor bun. What happened? And I wish we had a little bit more time.
Yeah, because see, the whole thing is that time went so damn fast, and it didn't even fit. I felt like they played like only 5 songs.
That time went fast.
I feel like they played 20 apiece.
Hell, the 4 days leading up to it went fast.
Yeah, that too.
He texted me Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. Hey man, they're gonna make this announcement, which they didn't make it until Monday. Yeah, you know, wanted me to be in attendance. And I said, okay, why they doing it so fast, bro? So explain to me why. Oh, okay, you know, it's politically. I don't want to, you know, put his.
We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. It was political, but it was for a reason. They did it like that for a reason. Let's just say this. I think they, from what in a nutshell, because of what happened on the previous Versus with Cypress Hill. Yes, I think that put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So they
needed to save the damn show and kickstart it with some Trill OGs, and that's what I already knew.
But one more week would have been
But that's my whole thing. What I don't like is when you want to take the people that we love and don't allow them to prepare like they need to prepare so they can put on the best possible show. We already know they was going to kickstart the game and get it right back. But hell, let's go ahead and make this bitch a movie and take it to State Farm Arena and make it huge. Because like I said, when folks saw that Bun them was going to be doing that in this city, this city was on fire.
I bet it was.
Folks was trying to figure out, how do I get a goddamn ticket to that Bun B and 8 Ball and MJG UGK versus.
Yes.
That's what folks was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
And they could have made a whole bunch of money.
Boy.
It would have been a totally different ball game if they just would have did it at an open arena and just let everybody go ahead and come in there. Because I was tempted. When Bun told me to send in my list, I almost brought the hood out, Bobo. I ain't want to be that guy. But I almost sent about 20 folks on that goddamn list, and it would have went down to that hole.
But let me tell you something. It might have needed that. Yeah. That energy.
I was that close. I was about to bring the hood out, Bobo.
But think about it, though, bro.
But I was trying to be diplomatic.
Think about the 90s.
Yeah.
Was that not the gangster music we all listened to? And we were, if you went to an 8 Ball, MJG show or UGK show, it was a gangster party.
Come on, man.
It was a gangster party.
Come on.
It really wasn't. It was a couple of fights in the crowd back then, but usually people was
partying.
Like-minded back then. Hustlers, you got your strippers, you got your D-boys, everybody was. Yeah, you should have done that. And let me tell you something, man. I had to, when Bun called me, me, I'm because of the old me.
Yeah.
I had to get my mind right once I got there, and he said a certain thing because he said, "Put your dickies on." I almost got my Cortez Nikes, my gangster Nikes. I said, "Oh, we about to go to battle. We about to go to war.
Them damn dickies.
We about to go to war. We finna beat these boys up. We about to beat these boys' ass." You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking to myself. We get there because me and Bun, we talk. He said something to me on the phone as far as competition wise. Yeah. Yeah. So I ain't gonna say what he said, but then when I got there, and he said, "Well, man, this is for the South."
Yeah.
I thought about it. I said,
"Yeah,
he's right."
Yeah.
I had to pull that shield,
bring it back down. Yeah.
I was in that hole like this. You know what I'm saying? I was posted, ready.
I feel you.
And I was. UGK all day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I underestimated 8 Ball in them. What Wicked at? I told Wicked, where Wicked at, man?
Wicked was up here this morning raising Cain because they pissed Wicked off. I had to edit him because he just went crazy.
Yeah, man, that boy. I wanted Wicked because I know he's a true 8 Ball in them.
Exactly. And he talked about that.
I want to be here for that. He told me he was going to be here. Because I want to.
See that?
No better man than me.
Get some straightening. No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna make that happen next time you touch down, Bobo, because y'all gonna have to have that out.
I'd like to have a little conversation.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was for the South.
That was for the South.
I didn't think 8 Ball and MJG had enough firepower.
What? Now I ain't gonna say that now, Bobo.
Oh, but damn, because many blunts away. Many blunts away.
Yeah.
Your mind starts to forget about certain things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So some of those songs came out and I was like, oh shit. oh.
Yeah.
But when they didn't play Don't Flip, I'm gonna tell you what I thought.
What?
When Tila came out, and Jazzy Faye, I looked at N.O. Joe, I said, they just shot their wad. It's over now. We finna kill them. Because I knew all we had in the arsenal.
Yeah.
I said, we finna kill them.
Yeah.
Damn, they just kept coming. That Mr. Big here.
That Mr. Big.
Ooh, they lay it down.
They lay it down. My God, man.
I underestimated them guys.
Yeah.
And I want to apologize to you guys in Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? I did underestimate them. And they came on with it. And I will repeat, it was for the South.
When you are listening to that music and you say you went back in your mind to that time, I mean, share with us what was going through your mind in that time while that music was getting created in your life and with UGK.
In my life, I was making a transition from that. I was with a group called All Hearted Del Party. It was Nemesis. I don't know if you remember the group Nemesis back in the day. DJ Snake was here, that's my brother. He was here in Atlanta working with Too Short hired him, moved him up here, and he and Quint Black came. I don't know if you remember Quint Black would shake them haters off.
Yeah.
And then if you look at Lil Jon's first 2 albums, it says mixed by DJ Snake Brown. Mm-hmm. And so he was like the ears of the South back then. He was the bass king of the South. And so I was making that transition from leaving that crew, coming over to because Pimp made me an offer I couldn't refuse. By hiring me as I was the only hype man that UGK has ever had.
Yeah.
So once he made me that offer, you know, things transpired. I was a hustler.
Yeah.
You know, I was a hustler, and things had gotten hot. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that.
And I made the decision to not be so hot. You know what I mean? So I moved from one side of town, from Oak Cliff to North Dallas, and then you know we were just traveling. You know, going. They were flying me out, flying me here and there, and then I say, bro, I can't keep going because I almost missed a flight on Thanksgiving one time, and I said, bro, I'm just gonna move down to Port Arthur.
My God.
And so I moved in the famous San Jack home that most of the first songs you've ever heard from UGK was done at that house.
That's right.
And mixed and mastered somewhere else. So, but yeah, it was a lot was going on in my life, bro.
I mean, songs like "Bitch Get Up Off Me" though.
Oh, you heard that before?
Come on now. You know that's one of the boys you just got to ride with the turned all the way up.
Yeah.
Coming up with that banger right there. How did that happen though, Bobo?
Well, that's a story in a movie on itself.
What?
Yes, it's connected to, I don't know if I know you have.
Yeah.
But that I Know You Strap song.
Yeah.
That's connected to the Bitch Get Up Off Me song.
Okay.
Because the gentleman that he's talking about on that song was a classmate of mine from the 7th grade.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he was a big time, but he was low key about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everybody knew he was breaded up. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? And he wanted to get into the music industry.
Yeah.
And he was going to be the executive producer behind Bobo Luchiano.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, send for Pimp.
Yeah.
Pimp came on down. We got the discography out of the Curtis Mayfield, going through listening for samples or whatnot. We found that sample. We head to he came to the house, gave me the money for the studio session.
Yeah.
But then when we got to the studio session, he never showed up.
What?
Never showed up to the studio session. Chad turned into Pimp on my ass. Fuck you, Bobo. Pimp made that, I keep calling him Chad. Pimp made that beat in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That banger. And then I looked and he said, well, Bobo, you can just have it. If this nigga don't want to act right, you can just have it.
Yeah.
And so I sat on it for about a year because, you know, he and Bun were touring, doing shows and everything. And it was in between the time of Riding Dirty and Dirty Money.
Okay.
So, you know, people were starving for some UGK. And it was, you know, you got sprinkled with the...
I remember.
Yeah, you got sprinkled with the Big Pimpin'.
Yeah.
You got sprinkled with the Sipping on That Scissor Herb.
Yeah.
And so people was like, man, when they gonna drop another album? You know, I was just talking to Rashad. He just put something on my mind. I was like, ooh, that's a strong statement.
Talk to me.
That boy said he might put Dirty Money a slight edge over Riding Dirty.
See there.
What you think about that?
Okay, you know, first of all, once again, that's my Siamese twin analogy. It's hard to split them things up.
Yes.
I just want to put them all in the box together and let them live.
Yeah.
But what I will say is Riding Dirty is like a classic album. It's just a classic. But the energy on that Dirty Money, it came in at a time to where hip hop was kind of changing too at the same time. So it's like, well, I mean, in Atlanta, it's about the club. Let Me See It and Take It Off both got played in the club.
Yeah.
Look at Me, we're getting played at the club. Yeah. Those were club songs that allowed you to just get loose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that Dirty Money, that's like choosing between the kids. I can't do it.
Yeah.
What you at with it, though, Bobo?
I think because Riding Dirty, Pimp had his hand on it.
Okay.
I mean, from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
From flying out to Chicago, flying to New York with the Meters, Leo Nascatelli and them playing live instrumentation. Yeah. So a lot of people thought Pimp would sample. Nah, he ain't gonna sample your shit.
Yeah.
He gonna have somebody replay your shit.
That's right.
And then sample that. And then just from the beginning to the end, he just he was just so on point with it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think Dirty Money was more of an album. We were so starving, you know, some of the songs, you know, Rashad said he thought Bitch Get Up Off Me was on Dirty Money. Because
I did too.
At that time,
it was a lot of stuff that kind of was out there, but it wasn't on.
You remember that was when mixtapes
yeah.
Lil Johnson, I met Lil John one time, and then the second time I met him, He said, boy, you the mixtape king. He said, you the mixtape king, Bobo. Bring me some of that vinyl. And I gave him some vinyl till the bitch get up off me.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's back in that time, early 2000, where everybody was stealing your music and putting it on shit. Bootleggers was at an all-time fucking high. You know what I'm saying? Niggas look in your face and bootleg you. I know some of you niggas, man. I know some of them niggas, man. I don't know how it was here in Georgia, but in Texas, them niggas was smiling in your face and bootleg your shit right there.
The week your stuff drop, it's gonna hit the bootleg. That's how I used to do down here in the A.
Damn. And you know, that was tough, man. Especially for independents.
Exactly.
You know, it was cool for majors. You know what I'm saying? Because as far as
promotion,
Yes, extra street promotion.
Yeah.
Man, when we done spent $10,000 of our hard-earned money, $20,000 trying to get this record done, and you stealing it, You out your motherfucking rabbit-ass mind.
Answer me this, though, Bobo, that I know you strapped. Break down the story behind that thing, man.
Okay. All right. I went to... there was a big concert in Dallas. I mean, almost like one of those radio, you know, with birthday bash. Everybody's there. UGK was in attendance. And then after the show, I'm thinking Chad gone. Yeah. You know, and so he called me like 2 or 3 days later. He said, bro, you're going to be pissed. I'm still in your town. I ain't reached out to you. He said, but I've been working. That's why. And he said, come by. I need something to smoke on.
Yeah.
Come by. And so where he wasn't even... That's the part that pissed me off was he was like 5 minutes from me.
Nigga around the corner. Yeah.
I went around the corner and went up, and he was in the presidential suite. And when I went inside, the guy, Ron, he's in there, and he's in there with his brother, Smooth D. And so we go into the bedroom. It's like a presidential suite. You know how you got the living room area, kitchen area, and the bedroom area was separate with a door. So we go in there to do the transaction, and he say, he just started laughing. I said, what's wrong with you, nigga? He said, I'm in there pissing them out. I said, what you do? He said, well, back when Chad and Bun was signed on Big Time, there was a guy who was affiliated with Big Time that he felt owed him some bread. I'm not going to mention his name. Yeah. And that was his partner. See, the dude that was in there, Ron, and the guy Chad was talking about are the two guys who threw the concert at the Wet n Wild. At the water park, you know, that I was mentioning earlier. So I had to remind him. I said, well, that's the guy. He had a broke arm at that time. Yeah. And I said, that's also the guy who shot you the ghost at the studio for the bitch get up off me. Yeah. And he said, what? I'm really finna go turn that knife in on their ass now. And so we get through, we smoke one, and he's got his keyboard and his R8 in the kitchen area. He said, check this out, Bobo. Bam! Hit this old funky ass beat. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker rocking. Yeah. He said, it's for them. I said, cool. And so something must have happened the next day or two, because they left. Yeah. Money has been exchanged, everything, but they got unsatisfied with the beat some kind of way. And so Chad is Chad. Nigga, fuck that shit. Nigga, I already gave you my motherfucking, I would throw a beat away, is what he said. I'll throw a motherfucking beat away before I give you some garbage. Yeah. Bobo, is that bitch jamming? I said, that bitch was jamming, Bobo. I know it's jamming. Yeah. And so I said, okay. So it took about, because they're moving around. Yeah. He was in between Atlanta and Houston at the time. You know, it took about almost a year before Chad came back to Dallas, you know what I'm saying, to handle that. And so when he came back to Dallas, Mama and the guy was always in communication, trying to squash it. Yeah. So when he came back to Dallas, that's when we was getting ready to do the bitch get up off me. Right? So we're in the presidential suite at the Anatole. I never forget, we was coming up with the hook and how we was gonna lay it down. And he said, I guess I've not got this track for these guys. So no problem. We go in, you know, so the next day, that night, we go to the studio, this different studio. And how the studio is, it's all glass, you know, and you can see the parking lot when people drive up, and then there's a lobby area, then there's couches. We're all sitting, me, Chad, Biz, all these guys, you know, we just sitting right there. Yeah. We can see when cars pull up. And so Ron is sitting right there. Ron is sitting right there, and we see this guy, this SUV pull up. Yeah. And this guy jump out. Chad and me, you know, because that motherfucker. Yeah, that's Nigga, you don't put me in a motherfucking cross and blah, blah, blah. Oh, the dude came in and charged Chad up. That's what it is. He tried to say, Chad, I heard you been talking about me from that hotel situation.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's some girl shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First of all, he say, she say, so the nigga felt, Chad felt like when the dude put us in the cross, Bobo, everybody, let's go. I don't even want to be a part of this shit.
Yeah.
So that was before they even touched the buttons to even fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we leave. The next day, it's time to do Bitch Get Up Off Me. We go to this studio called The Kitchen. Shout out to my guy JP at The Kitchen. We at The Kitchen making hits and ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we doing Bitch Get Up Off Me. My little brother Goody Ray in the house. I think another group, Starving Artists, is over there. And sure enough, I know Chad went outside to smoke one. And he said, man, it's a car just parked down the street, a square light Benz, one of them old school Mercedes Benz, with the lights off. I don't know what's going on. I said, because we in South Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that may not mean nothing to y'all, but Oak Cliff, South Dallas.
Okay.
Hey, we in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So, what the fuck? Is this a move or something? So, we had a Navigator SUV, and I was driving, and next thing you know, the dude walk in the door. And Biz had just gone into the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? He was strapped.
Yeah.
And they got to talking back and forth, and next thing you know, Biz in the bathroom was like a big ass gymnasium type with those old school tiles that used to be in your grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? And it had those, and so when he cocked that gun, that motherfucker echoed through the whole studio. And the dude was standing right there.
Yeah.
And so he looked over like, oh, I see what kind of party this is.
Yeah.
I see what kind of party this is. And he said, Bobo, come here, let me holler at you. Because like I said, from 7th grade, I'm not afraid of the guy. We cool.
You done grew up with the man.
Yeah, but I told Pimp, I said, this ain't the one. This ain't the one to be toying with. Yeah, this ain't the one because I know him. So I don't know him. And and Chad put his hand on my chest. Bobo ain't going nowhere. This is my homeboy, nigga. I said, oh shit. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And so the nigga said, okay, all right. And he left out the door. I looked over at everybody. I said, say, I don't know if y'all feeling like the way I'm feeling, but I think we all need to get. I think we need to get. Chad looked at me and said, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And we got in the Navigator. I was driving. I hopped curb trying to get that because the way the freeway is, it's a funny U-turn. And we got on that freeway and got the fuck out and went straight back to the room. But the next day or so, or within the week or so, the guy, because Chad went back to Houston, did his thing, and we got word that Ron had put a hit out on Chad's life.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, when I say breaded, and come find out the guy who he contacted to do the hit was affiliated with Jay Prince. So he get in touch with Jay Prince. Yeah. Jay Prince said, no. No. The Matumbo. No. We got money to make.
Come on.
Yeah, we got motherfucking money to make. So they send for the guy. The guy come, they talk it up. I don't know what all became of that situation, but I think something was squashed. From what I heard, it was just like, hey man, I got money to make with this guy. It's with his 20 grand. Here it is.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's 20 grand. You know what I'm saying? I carry that in my sock.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince, it's Jay Prince.
Come on now.
So, and after that, man, I don't know what happened. We were at a club. This is about a year or so later. UGK came down, and it was just this guy was downstairs. I was opening up. I did this song called Already. Back in the day, that's how people in Dallas started saying Already all over Texas.
Okay,
and
now.
So I did Already in the 90s, and it was big. And so I'm opening up for UGK. I'm downstairs smoking in my car, and this constable in plain clothes is outside with the big cowboy hat.
Yeah.
You know, looking like, you know, Walker, Texas Walker, Texas Ranger. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm with you.
Whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Wood. And so I said, he walking around with Bun and Chad's promo pictures, the glossy, the black and white from Jive. You know, y'all seen these guys? And he came up to me, I was like, I don't know them.
Shit.
I don't know them at all. So I got to trying to call them and let them know there's somebody up there looking for them. They wasn't answering the phones. So I went on, did my show.
Yeah.
And they told me that they were in the building. And so where they were in the office of the manager. So I got off stage and hey man, woo, this guy downstairs looking for y'all. He here to, I don't know what he's here for.
Yeah.
So Red Boy was right there. You know Red? Red Boy said, shit, they get the fuck up out of here. So they all left. They left Rambo. Rambo was the sound man. I had to take Rambo to the Anatole.
Yeah.
But to find out that the club owner had let that guy and all his killers in that club.
What?
And Rap-A-Lot was in that motherfucker deep.
What?
And if I wouldn't have done what I did, as soon as Chad and Bun hit that stage, it was gonna be a problem.
Damn.
And I didn't think about that until just sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have done what I did right then and go in there and tell them, hey man, there's some people looking for you. And if Red Boy didn't have the presence of mind and say, let's get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
it would have been probably a bad situation that we would have been talking about to this day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was some killers in that house. I mean, from Fort Worth, Texas, from Dallas, all over. It was just, I'm glad it didn't go down like that.
What was it like for you traveling with UGK and seeing a lot of this stuff firsthand too, man? And how many times did you feel like your life was on the line, Bobo?
Well, I didn't think of it like that because we were wild boys. You know, and we were kids. Yeah, think about it. And when you live in that life, you know, you don't know you're making history.
That's right.
You know, you don't know that you're in the gangster party.
Yeah.
Because you love it.
You
don't know that, you don't know that everything. I mean, I remember we did a show in Houston.
Yeah.
And the whole stage was surrounded by like a chain link fence. We was on the north side. I can't remember the name of that club.
Yeah.
But just, I was like, that's the type of shit we had to go through, bro. I'm talking about people trying to get at Chad.
Yeah.
Point blank from. I did the history on other podcasts, but yeah, these boys we had to fight a lot, bro. We had to move real military style.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They were the first people I saw that move real militant. You know what I'm saying? We had a speed where we drove in the cars.
Yeah.
You know, we had the heat in one car. We had real militant, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no getting in with us, wasn't no bunch of people on stage. It was Pimp, Bun, and myself.
Yes, sir.
And DJ Bird.
Yeah.
And that was it. So I just didn't, I wasn't thinking about my life being in danger until after the fact, you know what I mean? But when you start thinking about, man, because I was, you know what they call the Metroplex?
What?
DFW, Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of an acronym. It's called Down for Whatever.
Come on now.
That's what I used to be. I used to be real crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife, Jazzy K. Jazzy K has settled me down a lot, you know what I mean? So, yeah, back then when you just living it was just another day.
Well, what was Pimp's and Bun's temperament during that time, though, man? Because if you encountering different beefs from different places and stuff, I mean, how did that affect their creative process and just the temperament of the homies?
Bro, the creative process, that was part of it. See, another thing about UGK they was one of the first groups I ever saw rap about everything that you did.
Yeah.
So if I know you're strapped, that was a real situation.
Thanks.
And rapped about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was, the boys, the boys are cold. And I always say this, being from Port Arthur, Port Arthur's a small town.
Yeah.
Bun B is a fucking genius.
Come on.
And Pimp C is a goddamn genius too. And for them to be able to find each other in that small town and create the history that they created is just amazing. That's God.
That is crazy.
That is straight God. Because, Bun was not the original member of UGK. Shout out to Big Smoky Mitch.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And for that situation to transpire like it did, and Bun get into the group, and it just worked like it did,
Exactly.
and history was created. It was amazing to me. You know, I always, that's God. Glory to God, man.
Exactly.
So
I saw my homeboy Donnie Houston's podcast,
Yeah,
man.
shout out.
I mean, because that's the fam right there. You chopped it up about everything in that thing, including those bars about losing the baby in the house fire.
Yes, sir.
How the hell did that impact you, and how did you even survive afterwards?
Well, it impacted me fucked up.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I mean, I still think about that to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just there for a hiatus.
Yeah.
And when it was in between, they were recording Riding Dirty.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to get back on the road
Yeah.
with UGK, and that happened. And of course, you know, I'm devastated, you know, and I mean, Chad was devastated. It was just it was a bad situation, man. And how I got through it was, I don't know how I got through it. It was because I was dealing with depression for years and years and years, and being from the black community, we don't even know what that is.
You don't even realize we there.
Especially then.
Yeah.
Especially back in the 90s, bro. This mid-90s.
Come on.
You know, we're in our mid-20s and this is going on. We're like, shake that shit off, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, life persevered. You know, I just kept moving and kept going. And then as other things kept happening in my life, it builds up a depression that you can't deny. That you have to do something about. And I'm big on talking about depression, man, because
When you heard C put those bars in that song about the baby,
yes,
how did that make you feel? And then how did you feel at that verses last night, hearing that song, and then also knowing that that's one of those UGK classics that everybody listens to one day?
I feel like that's my song.
Come on now.
That's my song.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I
Yeah.
mean, at times, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, he called me. I was at this restaurant. It's called Good Eats on Greenville Avenue in Dallas, North Dallas.
Yeah.
And he texted me. Excuse me. He paged me. He beat me. I'm gonna have to think about the times.
Yeah.
He beat me.
Yeah.
I got up. I called him from the payphone.
Yeah.
And tell you what
time it is.
Yeah. Called him from the payphone. He, nigga, listen to this. And he playing this song, and I can hear my name. And he said, nigga, don't worry about it. I'm on my slab. I'm on my way to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come out there and let you hear it. He and Leroy White drove up. And stuff like that got me through it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The song helped.
Support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a village. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? My people wrapped their arms around me. And,
Exactly.
And, because the baby mom and myself, we didn't work out after that, you know. So I feel like I'm flaying in the wind, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my friends, my family, you know, everybody wrapped their arms around me to get me through it. And they came down there, bro, and just to let me hear that song. He left the studio. He said, I'm on my way. Got here. Got to Dallas. We went up to my apartment, listened to that thing 80, 60, 80 times, bro, back to back to back to back. And it was just, the first few times, I'm just, Bobo, this the first song on the album. I promise you, this gonna be the first song on the album. See, that's the type of shit I'm telling you about Riding Dirty. You know what I'm saying? Chad will construct it.
Yeah.
Dirty Money was more of an album that I think the label put together of songs that was already out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it worked.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a difference between that, you know? So, they played that, and you know it affected me, and like I said, that song did help me a lot as far as getting me through that, because you know it's just talking it out, talking it out, man. And they got up the next morning, headed back to Houston.
Mental health, though, man.
Yes.
I mean, you talk about that a lot as well, Bobo. Can you delve into that and talk about why it's so damn important right now?
It's very important because we as black people, especially black men, you know, we got this bravado about ourselves, about not showing any weaknesses, especially to our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them see you cry. And, you know, like I said, you know, I was, you know, suffering from depression already. Went through a divorce. The year I was going through a divorce was the year Chad had died. So I just left him. Well, I just left him in late October. He had just left Dallas on that Thanksgiving. So 2 weeks later, two and a half weeks later, he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So found out my mom got diagnosed with diabetes. You know what I'm saying? And she's coming down with dementia real tough. So everything's hit me, boom, boom. But we don't know. I'm like, man, you know, it's a tough day. That's what you think.
Oh, hell no.
It's a tough day. I need something to smoke.
Yeah.
I need something to drink. You know what I'm saying? That's how we handle it. We medicate illicitly. You know what I'm saying? So not until my mom died did it just really just tilt me into the red, bro. And I didn't realize it. It took my wife coming to me and say, you
out of it, nigga.
You out of it. Either do something about it or I'm out of here.
Well, I'm out of it.
Oh, bro, yeah. Oh, yeah. So she was, I was cussing people out at work. Yeah, I mean, I was going off on my daughters. You know, I'm a man from the street, and I had to learn how to talk to little girls. Yeah, because I didn't have to talk to my sisters that way because I was the baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I couldn't talk to my sisters that way, and so I'm the daddy. What the fuck?
Exactly.
And she was like, oh, you can't talk to girls like that. And so I had to learn how to deal with women, how to treat them, you know, real tender like. And so she told me, she said, you tripping. Yeah. And so I can remember, she said, either you can do one or two things. She said, you can either go to the doctor. And it's a simple test for people who want to know. It's no blood test, anything like that. They put a questionnaire in front of you. Yeah. You fill out this questionnaire, and they determine by your answers whether or not you're suffering from depression. And then they give you your choices, whether or not you're going to get on medication or you're going to go to therapy. Yeah. Me, with the time I had, because I was in the car business, I don't know, the car business I was in car business for 20 years and finance department, and you know, you're talking about 50, 60 hours a week. I just didn't have the time. Yeah. You know, so I chose the medication. That's right. And I can remember and think about pills, and that's why I don't do pills, right? Yeah. I have a very weak system when it comes to pills, any kind of medicine. It's gonna work. Like people was on X, I had to pop it in half and take a half X and be rolling like I'm power up. You know what I'm so that first, the doctor told me, he said, you're gonna have to, you know, give it a few days to get in your system. Right? And so my wife, she's an RN, a damn good RN. She said, I'm gonna tell you right now, this medicine is very strong. She said, I recommend you taking this at nighttime. And so I popped that pill at night. And bro, halfway through the night, I felt like I popped the X pill. Damn. That motherfucker was. I threw the sheet off of me. I tell you, I'm weak when it comes to pills, man. I'm weak. I threw that shit off me like, what the fuck? Yeah. And so when I got up that morning, it was like poof. Yeah. A brand new day. And when I talked to the doctor and told myself, it was like somebody turned the light switch on. He said, that's the most common thing people say about taking this medicine. So I'm saying that to say this. We as our people, we have to take accountability because it's not going to go away. Yeah. It's nothing you can shake off. Yeah. It's nothing that you can pray off. Yeah. You know, God put doctors and people in place to help us. Yeah. And if I didn't have my medicine, I don't know what I'd do. I got it with me today. My God. You know, I popped the pill before I came see you because I forgot to take it last night after the verses. I'm so excited and wired, you know. Plus, I got rolled by y'all cops down here not knowing I'm on the phone. That's a no-no in Atlanta. Yeah, no, we don't do that. No. I didn't know that. Yeah. So I ain't been here in 25 years. My God. So shout out to my boy Zay. He from Allen Temple, you know, West Side. Okay, now West Side. Okay, now. West Side. Answer me this though, Bobo. When Pimp got locked up, man, what did that do to the movement? How did that make you feel? And then how was it, you know, trying to maintain communication with Pimp during that time? Okay, that's a story too. Okay, on Christmas. It had to be Christmas 2000, when he leave? He got out in 05, he did 4, so he left 2001, so Christmas 2000, right? I'm at my family house. Yeah. He beat me again, Christmas Day. And I said, what's up? And he said, guess what, bro? We doing a show tonight. Chocolate City, Houston, first UGK show 4 years.
Damn.
And longer than that for being in Houston.
Yeah.
We want you to open up for me. The bitch get up off me.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so he said, it's going to be you and the middle fingers.
Yeah.
I said, I had to tell my wife at that time I got to bounce.
Yeah.
So I called my clique. We all click up. We, convoy down to H-Town, and we did the show, and he's, everybody was on it. Get back to Dallas. Mama called me the next week, and she says, well, baby, that show is, we're going to take that show on the road. We got to, I take that back. I said it was next week, maybe in about 10 days or so after that. She said, we've got a 30-city tour booked.
Damn.
Right? And one thing about UGK that I know, they pay well.
Damn.
You're not going to do any work for Pimp and Bun and not get paid well.
See there?
You're not, and so they pay very, very well. And she told me the minimum amount of money I was going to be making.
Yeah.
She said, we're going to do 15 dates, come back, shoot the video to Look at Me. So I said, Mama, who going to shoot the video? Boomtown? She said, I'll find out. I said, because if it's Boomtown, well, and everybody's gonna be in attendance, why don't we just shoot the video of the bitch get up off me right there? She said, let me call Chad.
Yeah.
Find out. She called me back in about 5 minutes. He said, that's genius. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So, okay. The next week, within 7 days, he had to go report. So I'm telling you this about how the movement stopped. You know what I'm saying? I'm building you this picture. He had to go to court. He didn't go get convicted. I don't know if everybody knew that it wasn't no judge convicting him. 8 years. It was he violated his terms of, it was, I didn't see, this was the first time I had ever heard that you could get drug tested in between you going to jail and your court date.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So they had drug tested him, and he pissed dirty like 2-3 times and missed a couple of appointments.
Yeah.
And they threw the book at him.
Damn.
Yeah, Chad was on one back then, I'm in Atlanta. Yeah. I love my city of Atlanta. Love y'all. And Chad loved Atlanta. Yeah. But he came down here and he wanted me to come be high so bad because I was not a yes man. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he got involved with that candy down here. And it just threw his whole life for a loop. We used to talk about people that was on that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We could see if you partying with some hoes or whatever like that. But if you just every day in with it, but purchasing it, it's a different vibe. So and by the time I realized he was on it, he was too far gone. Damn. Yeah, he was too far gone. But he was still Bobo this, Bobo that, and I was like, this ain't the same person. Yeah. He's all over. It was more Pimp C than it was Chad. He was leaning closer to more, because that pimping stuff didn't really come out until the later albums. If you remember. We were straight gangster party, like we said. Exactly. Front, back, side to side, short Texas, cocaine in the back of the ride, you know, return, all that shit like that. We was talking about gangster shit. Yeah. He rarely was talking about pimping until after Riding Dirty. My God. I think he came down here and got that Pimping Ain't No Illusion. Yeah. Once that Pimpin' ain't, why didn't he
come on, Kool-Ace.
Man, that Kool-Ace and them boys, they laced him. You know, and so I never met Kool-Ace. Yeah. Once all that started happening, he met Ken and all them boys like that. It was a light went off in him. You know what I'm saying? That pimping came real. But I tell you what, he never really wanted to be no real pimp. Yeah. I'm gonna stop that bullshit right now. Yeah. He wanted to be in the character and know the right lingo to say so he wouldn't disrespect the game. That's right. That's the thing about Chad. He was honorable. Yeah. If he's gonna say one of your rhymes in a song, he's gonna say, like Be High say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's not just gonna steal your rhyme. And he was big on that. He's big on, I'm not gonna let you say you freestyling and you wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a true rapper. Bun is a true rapper. Yeah. And they balling MJG, that motherfucking MJG. Did you see MJG last night, bro?
Yes, sir, I did.
That nigga MJ. That boy was I said, God damn, this nigga hard. I looked at N.O. Joe, I said, this nigga hard, bro. And I was an 8-Ball fan. I'm 8-Ball.
Come on.
Because see, in comparison to two groups, 8-Ball and MJG, I put 8-Ball and Chad together.
Yeah.
And I put Bun and MJG together.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, God damn MJG.
That nigga MJ.
That nigga did that shit like the motherfucking record.
No, he came to work.
Oh, he worked that stage.
Come on now.
Shout out to that man.
When the Pimp was in jail, man, what was going through your mind during that time?
Well, you know, Bun and I at the beginning, it was tough.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we gonna do now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard Bun do the interviews. He had gotten with a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking, and myself as well. You know, we what are we gonna do? And I did stay in contact with him. You know, I got Pimp C letters out the ass. I wrote him at least once a month, probably sometimes more than that. But he never would accept no money from me for his books. He said, I got other people sending me money. Yeah. I'm assuming women. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. Maybe Shannara. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who it was, but they were taking care of him.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to come down there.
Yeah.
He said, just keep writing me, Bobo. He said, I know you living an everyday life.
Yeah.
I was living a square life, you know what I'm saying? Working at a car lot, like I said, and just trying to make it. And it affected me. It made me make some decisions in my life. It made me think about rap and how it's no 401k for rappers, like you say, no nothing.
Yeah.
And I had just had a little girl. We live in an apartment complex. Yeah. And I'm thinking, am I really want my kid not to have a backyard?
Yeah.
I can't prove income being a rapper.
Come on now.
An independent rapper at that.
Yeah.
So I gotta go get a gig. And with me, I was always the one that was never afraid to go get a gig.
Come on.
I've been a salesman, a hustler since high school.
Come on.
And so from working at Sears, selling refrigerators to, everything. You know, and I've always worked commission, so I always had that gift of gab to make people like me and buy the product from me. And so, and I've always moved up fast.
Yes, sir.
So I was living square life, man, and didn't know what were we gonna do. It was a tough situation with that boy being locked up, and real tough.
When he touched back down, had he changed any, and what was going through his mind and your mind at that time when you seen him after them 4 years?
Well, I was afraid. I said, man, I sure hope he still got it.
Yeah.
But when that Pimpulation came out,
that nigga ain't lost a step.
Oh, I got him in Dallas. I got a song in Dallas. I'm the only one that I've got with any song with UGK on it, with both. You may have a song with Bun on it. You may have a song with Pimp, but nobody has a song with both except for me. And I've got 3.
My God.
And so that second one, when he came down, it was about a month after he got out, because he couldn't move around at first. Yeah. Because, the paperwork and everything. But once he started being able to move around, he came and did my interview. I had a radio show on KNON 89.3, and he came down and did my radio show. I did the first interview with him, and he immediately went to the studio. Yeah. And when he dropped it, I said, this boy still got it. Woo. And how you don't know the stuff though, boy. Pimp and Bun, the way they write and record is a work of art. I'm talking about 10, 15 minutes tops. And none of that freestyling shit. They're going to write it and make it sound real. It's going to have social commentary in it. It's going to make sense. And you're going to be like, damn, them niggas did that shit fast.
When you interviewed the Pimp, talk about that when the man went off.
Which time?
Come on.
I did like 4. It's 3 of them on the internet. It's like 3 of them on the internet. I got one. Of course, the best one didn't make it. Damn. He didn't record and something happened, but yeah, he was. Those were some classic interviews. They're on YouTube right now. He's just being Pimp. Yeah. The first one. I take that back. He didn't come to Dallas to do it. The second one was he was in Dallas. The first one was he was in the car. Yeah. And he called me on the car and we was talking. He was like all the way live. All the way live when he was talking about doing the album with Webby and Boosie and all that's on YouTube. But they were just incredible. I mean, to me, y'all have to realize that's just Chad. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was just, I always laughed at him. I say shit to him. He thought it was fucking funny too.
Yeah.
And so with me, you know what I'm saying? We thought each other was the craziest people ever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why we gravitated towards each other, the laughing and the funny. And I was just telling my man Rashad about some good memories we had just being back in Port Arthur at Sand Jack.
Yeah.
You know, Bun and myself we would just cut the lights off, bro.
Yeah.
Completely dark.
Yeah.
And listen to, whatever CD came out. Like
Yeah.
I was telling him about the Me Against the World, that Tupac. That's why, we love that Pac,
Yeah.
bro. That boy love Pac. I love Pac, boy. I remember listening to that in complete darkness. Just he and I.
Yeah.
In his house. Nothing but the lights from the equalizer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that, bro. And the light from the, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that was it. And we just, we would study music. We would study Rap City.
Yeah.
We lived a hip hop life.
Yeah.
Bun would come on. I remember the time we did the same thing for movies.
Yeah.
Cut off all the lights, completely dark. We watched what's that movie, Bun? Natural Born Killers for the first time. And just got super duper zooted and booted, you know what I'm saying? And just watch that shit. Just those memories like that are just the best memories of my life, man. And just that's what I miss about him the most, because he was a real personable person when it came to me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, but we just kicked it just like you and I are talking right now.
The man versus the myth. How do you feel like time changes the actual person? Is the myth the actual same person, the legend that everybody speaks of, or has it been inflated, or is it not enough of the truth of how great he really was?
Not enough. He's underrated. I think his production skills go underrated. A lot of people don't know that Pimp was pushing those buttons like they were, like that, bro. First of those first two albums, he didn't start venturing out with more production, like from the N.O. Joes and things like that, until Riding Dirty.
Yeah.
Only ones that was doing beats was him and probably DMD on the first two albums.
Yeah.
And so shout out to my man Dory Dorsey, DMD. 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. Yeah. So yeah, they his production skills and the singing ability, and he was coming into his own later on, right before he died with that singing. And he was about to drop a double album. It was going to be a hybrid album, half singing, half rapping. Oh, it was going to be nice.
My God.
And the first single was supposed to be produced by Timbaland.
Damn.
And he and Justin Timberlake.
Shit.
Oh, that was going to be solid. Solid.
Did they ever record the song?
Oh, no, he was dead within 2 months. Yeah. It was the plans that, he and I would sit together and just talk about dreams and plans and planning for the future, what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And the things we were planning out, Bobo, you're gonna retire from your radio show, you go ahead and retire from your radio show, but I don't want you to get out of radio.
Yeah.
He said, I've got a deal with XM. I think that's right when they signed with XM Series, and I'm gonna have my own radio show. I want you to come be a part of that. And Lil Duval. This was before Lil Duval blew up.
Yeah.
I never met Lil Duval. He don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
He may know the name, but he never met me. And just stuff like that, and planning the double album, getting ready for UGK Records. That was big. Shout out to all them guys. You know what I mean? The boys. He just has so many dreams and plans. And I talked to DJ Beto, and he said something to me that shocked me. He said, if that boy would have lived another 30 days.
Damn.
30 days, it would have been so many. They had the checks already written, and when they found out he died, ask Ken.
Shit.
Yeah, they had that movie deal on the line.
Yeah, that's real.
They had so much that was, but if you the beacon, and the beacon is gone, so is the money.
Talk to me about those plans, man, and those dreams that wound up being deferred, man. I mean, did the Pimp sense that he was coming to an end?
I didn't get that at all.
Okay, talk to me.
I didn't get that. That boy was full of life.
Yeah.
I mean, full of life. Like I said, I was with him on that Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And he was Pimp C in the flesh.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He was Chad in the rooms.
Yeah.
As soon as that door opened in that elevator and he stepped out in that lobby, Pimp C came on.
Yeah.
And he was Pimp C in the flesh that day, baby. And I tell you, he didn't see that coming. He didn't see whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
He did not see it coming.
What do you think about his death and a lot of people being suspicious about it and stuff like that?
I think they have a right to be suspicious.
Yeah.
And first off, I want to dispel the rumor of it being an overdose. Mm-hmm. It was not an overdose of syrup. They found traces of. He wasn't a big drinker like that. He wasn't. He didn't smoke weed because he was on paper, right? I know he didn't smoke no weed, because he would. I mean, when I was with him the month before that, he was like, "Bobo, I can't smoke. I can get you. You and Shannara can smoke all you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna drink this beer.
Yeah.
Or pull me up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't that big of a drinker. Drinkers that I know that they drink.
Yeah.
Pretty much all day. You know what I'm saying? At least every day. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like that. And to find out after you read the Julia Beverly book that it was some other people in the room, makes you start doing, me as a friend, I started, asking questions, doing research, and I just don't, I heard there was a girl in the room, the girl got out the room, you know what I'm saying? I heard one of his homeboys getting ready to marry that girl. I'm like, what the fuck? How your homeboy gonna marry a girl that you used to fuck?
My God.
How one of your homeboys that used to be, first of all, you ain't one of his homeboys. If you about to marry somebody Pimp used to fuck, no, I don't care. I don't operate like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no brothers. I don't know how I got like this because my daddy didn't teach me none of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just solid all by myself. I didn't have any of that bringing up, and I couldn't do nothing like that, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were truly, like I just said, you were obviously not his friend. If you're about to marry somebody that was in the room or had anything to do with that situation, or if you knew that he slept with him, you know what I'm saying, had any involvement with him, I just don't get down like that. I can see you messing with him, but marrying him?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Marriage, people take for granted the sanctity of marriage. You know what I'm saying? I see you post stuff all the time, you and your family. I'm big on marriage, man. My wife and my family, I don't play.
Exactly.
It's everything to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here in Atlanta. I don't know too many people. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is call my wife, call my daughters, you know what I'm saying? That's who I talk to.
Yeah.
That's who I deal with every day, you know what I'm saying? So they know the real me.
Yeah.
So I do think something happened.
Okay.
I do, in my heart, of all hearts. But
with Pimp C being so outspoken, what do you think?
I don't think nothing like that happened.
Okay.
I don't think nothing like that happened.
All right.
I don't think it was no, let's get him because he said all that shit about it. No, I don't think it was that.
Okay.
I think it was some mo shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my reasons.
Yeah.
And I got some knowledge that I just don't want to divulge because he could get real ugly.
No, you ain't got to do that.
I don't want to involve you.
Exactly.
I don't want to involve me.
I ain't trying to solve
nobody. No. Let's just say I have my reasons and I have my beliefs.
Yeah.
It might not be your beliefs, but you know what I'm saying? But I believe that to the day I die. You know what I mean? The sleep apnea, come on, bro. Coupled with a little bit of lean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't take my dog out.
Yeah.
That did not take my dog out. Accidental death is what they... What?
Yeah.
No, man. And he was fully dressed?
Yeah.
No, man. I heard all kind of shit about that. He had, blown up because he hadn't, nobody was in the room with him for so long, had thrown up. I've heard so many different stories that I don't know the truth.
Yeah.
So I heard Too Short saying, he wanted to know if the clip, when you're in the hotel room, you put the little extra clip on the door. Was that on the door?
Exactly.
Or if that wasn't on the, because when you rappers, you have protocol.
Exactly.
You do certain things for security, and we always did. Like when you, back in the day when you smoke, you remember rolling the towel up, putting it up under the door.
Yeah.
I'm doing the smoke detector.
Exactly.
We just did certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't have been in that room to where, especially what happened after the Master P shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be in that room without that thing in both bottom locked as well.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Because we were a lot smarter than that.
Exactly.
You know, so a lot of people play with moving military style.
Yeah.
UGK did not play with moving, and then especially when they got with the Rap-A-Lot posse, it's like a movie.
Yes, sir.
It's like, bro, I can. Whew.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. Jay Prince and with Pimp C, can you imagine? It's like two presidents moving through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how it was. So, I just got my beliefs of that, bro.
I feel that. How do you feel like the game would have changed if he would have got those other 30 days and let alone the 15 years that we done lost so far?
I think he would have been a huge star.
Yeah.
I think he would have. See, the thing about Pimp, he never wanted to cross over. See, that's the thing about the Jay-Z thing. Everybody talks about the Big Pimpin' song.
Yeah.
It was nothing about, I don't know. He was always just loyal to his core fan base. And if my core fan base says I sell out, I don't ever want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear nobody saying, well, you got with a Jay-Z to help your career. Because we didn't need Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them boys were stars.
Come on.
Them boys were stars.
They were the kings of the South.
Yes.
Come on.
And Jay-Z was smart by putting them on there.
Come on.
I mean,
that's what made us rock with Jay-Z.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got to come down to the South to get the real flavor for us to be able to embrace what you got going on out of these regions right here.
You're right. You're right. He was smart.
Come on.
He's smart. Master B did the same thing.
Come on.
You know, when he was in California, he got with 8-Ball and MKG, UGK, all the people who had nice fan bases and tapped into their fan base.
Exactly.
Which is smart. You know, same thing people do when they, you know. hey, so. Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, so, I'm just with.
With that being said, though, Bobo, how do you feel today after that verses and everything else, man? Where does your mind go when you go into that 2020 Memories Museum and you scan from 92 all the way up to 22, man?
As far as UGK?
Yeah, and yourself.
Well, I heard you say something. When you did a Skype phone call with Bun.
Yeah.
And you said, Bun, 2022 been on fire for you.
Yeah.
It's been on fire for me as well.
My God.
And I think it's God.
Come on now.
There's something happening right now. You know, something happened on my job where I left work and I said, you know what? Fuck it after 20 years.
Woo.
And immediately, you know, I got in contact with Bun. I said, bro, I'm about to do me again.
Yeah.
I'm about to do me again.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm with you.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Wifey and I, along with DJ Snake and DJ Mike, we getting ready to start our own podcast. All equipment's bought. We launching middle of July.
That's right.
You know, so spot is bought. Everything's there. We just want to roll it out correctly.
That's right.
This ain't no I'm about to do something. This is about to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The name of the podcast, I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Yeah.
But it's a part of the All Hearty Their Party umbrella.
Yeah.
But it's when you see the name of the podcast, it's just that I had to ask Bun permission for it.
Well, why you had to give me that look, though, Bobo?
Well, you know, it's because I want you to know it's all going to tie in.
I'm with you.
I didn't want to say that on there because I told him I really want people to be able to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
You know, well then, they still going to have to because they don't know the importance of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but once they'll figure it out. The real people like yourself, Rashad, my guy here, y'all be able to do connect the dots, you know what I mean? So that's happening, and just seeing Bun's in Canada right now.
He just did verses last night. He in Canada now.
He's in Canada right now. So, I mean, with the Trio Burgers, I mean, he's got so many ventures that are just
crazy.
Yes, and all glory be to God, man.
Yes,
I mean, he's. I mean, I didn't know I was going to be able to go to the rodeo. Mm-hmm. That was big for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't know I was going to be able to come to the verses. All these things are quick. Yeah. I mean, he called me 3-4 days before the rodeo.
Yeah.
And it was, get ready, Bobo. You know what I'm saying? Apologize to my wife for that because that's life, you know.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? It's life, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to build that brand.
Yes, sir.
You know, trying to get used to that because I'm not used to that. Mm-hmm. You know, I back on the mental health. I had separated myself from reality for so long, for the last 15 years, especially the last 10.
Yeah.
I moved to a suburb part of Dallas. People don't even know me out there.
Yeah.
And I just been work, home, work, home. And now, and I miss that. I miss that internet wave. I miss that social media wave.
Yeah.
I didn't even put my music out. The bitch Get Up On Me just hit January.
My God.
Yeah, I just did the DistroKid thing. So I missed all those streams, all that money. Because once Chad died, I said,
You missed 15 years of streaming?
yeah. I said, fuck it.
Because that was a goddamn classic.
I know. But I wasn't thinking of it like that.
Oh, my God.
I wasn't thinking of it like that. I mean, because you don't know that depression is a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
It is not nothing that just, I feel bad today.
Yeah.
It is a ongoing chemical imbalance inside of you, especially your brain. So your normal self is not your normal self. The way you handle business, you may think that you're handling it the right way, but you're not handling it the right way.
Yeah.
And somebody... That's why you got to have a strong team around you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Be able to pull you to the side, be like, hey, man, you tripping.
Yeah.
You tripping, dog.
Exactly.
Hey, get your shit together. Man.
Exactly.
And you got to be a real man and be like,
You're right.
okay, yeah, that's my dog. He told me that. So, that's real. So.
How can these folks contact you, Bobo? Because, I mean, we done chopped it up in this thing, boss.
How long we been in here?
A little over an hour now.
Little over an hour?
Yeah, about an hour 10, man.
Hey, we rolling. Bobo Luchiano.
Yes, sir.
All platforms, I'm talking about YouTube. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Facebook, Instagram, all the regular platforms, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shout out to Be High, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salute, bro. I love what you got going on.
Thank you.
Shout out to my guys, Boss Talk 101 in Dallas.
What up, though, Boss Talk?
What's up, ECO?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my people, man. He's like a brother to me now. He's helping me get going with my thing.
That's dope.
I'm gaining a lot of knowledge from that guy. And what we're trying to do, because Dallas has missed the ball so much on hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, for Houston to be just 3 hours away, it's night and day difference. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to leave a mark to where I can help my city out.
Well, see, I'm going to hit y'all with some math, man. Being in Texas, you got Dallas and Houston, 2 top 5 markets right there. So the same way back in the day, niggas could go platinum in Texas alone. You could break a podcast out of Texas alone. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, I know it.
It's enough people in those 2 cities to give you the numbers that you need to dominate everything else.
But Dallas, as far as music, you're right. To answer your question, I believe that full-heartedly. And I think I'm going to get the support of my city, and I know I'm going to get the support of my state. But I believe I get more support of my state before I get the support of my city.
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I know, because my city is a consumer city. You say market means we're a consumer. And we haven't quite found our sound. We do have a sound. We did with the Dallas Boogie movement. Shout out to Yellow Beezy. Shout out to Trap Boy Freddy. You know what I'm talking about? Low Deezy and the guys. I want to shout out to all those people, man, that are trying to keep us going.
Come on now.
But I feel it dying down after the Mo 3 death.
Yeah, that was a tough cookie.
That was a tough loss. You see, once he died, the sparring stopped. Hip hop was about sparring. The Yellow needed Mo 3.
Each other.
Yeah, they needed that. Iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got no competition. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I see he's dealing with some court issues as well. And I hate to say that, bring that up, but I'm praying for my brother, because I knew his pops. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
And as long as he didn't do nothing just detrimental, bad, I pray for him to come home.
But with that being said, Bobo!
Hey! Thank you, baby.
Man, appreciate you coming through this thing, boss.
Man,
let me know whatever I can do to help with anything going on with the podcast, anything, man, because I'm here for it. Be High Radio, shout it. Bobo Luchiano.
Radio
shout
shout it.
Y'all in a minute, man. We gone.